Cougar Coaches Show here on Mediacom Channel 22 continues as we talk Columbia College soccer. First off, we started with the ladies, the brand new women's program, and now we talk about the Cougar men's squad getting their 7th win in overall and 2nd win in conference play over Missouri Baptist the other night at home. And the Cougars, before that match, had just found out they moved up another spot. So you start preseason at 22, kind of keep climbing the ladder. Now you're entrenched in that top 10 at number 8. Let's start real quick with overall for the season. The big question, replacing some of that offense. You lose Dylan Barduzzi, Yamaguchi's out. Now you get some new guys in, try and find some new blood. I think defensively you were set with Matt McKenna and the guys in the back four, with Rapp and Vincent and Nicola. Now you're thinking, how are we going to get goals? And you found some pure goal scorers, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You said it. I think Rafael Ramos is the purest goal scorer we've had in quite some time. He has a nose for the goal. He's strong on the ball. He's got good size. He can put his head on the ball. He can protect the ball, and he can strike a ball from 35 yards out and put it on target. So a true goal scorer. Liam Kane, he found a big goal early in the year, and he's so dangerous out at the wide right. Unfortunately, we just learned Liam has torn his meniscus and looks like he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. Potentially, we could see him back in postseason play. Marko Paunovic is a terrific goal scorer. He's dangerous. He has speed. He's skilled, and he can strike a ball. So Rafa and Marko up top are a dangerous duo. We've just started to get Jovan Ilic into the mix up top. Big guy, working hard. Scored a terrific game winner against Missouri Baptist. Diving header off of the corner kick. He's hungry to get around the box. And then, you bring Dale McCormick over on the left side out of Scotland. He's dangerous with his left foot. Andres Acosta has lifted his level. He's striking balls from 35 yards out. So really a lot of different weapons this year. And a lot of different guys have contributed to this point.
And Andres had the touch last year. It just seemed like he's really taken it to the next level. And there was a goal, I think it was in the Missouri Valley game, where he struck one from 35 out, and he had 2 opportunities to give it to Marko or to Rafa, and the defenders didn't come to him. He just said, all right, fine, I'll shoot it, and blasted it. And, he's done it again with his corners and on any set plays that you have out 35, 40 yards out. He's on target. Yeah,
he's been very consistent on his serves and consistent on his strikes. Not too many errant shots. So those guys are they're dangerous. They're putting shots on target with pace, and we're seeing some results.
Getting the goals, and again, for a while there, if there was a hiccup, as we talked about a couple times on our web broadcast on ColumbiaCougars.com, that you'd given up a couple goals. I know with the Mount Mercy game, where they had gotten 2 goals on you fairly early in the first 15, 16 minutes, and you battled back to go on to win it easily 6-2. But then you come out in that next game, Rafi scores 8.5 seconds in. So, if right now, if you had to look at what would be the biggest thing that you guys have to improve on?
Yeah, I think we just have to clean it up a little bit in the back. I think those guys are very comfortable back there and maybe just a little casual at times. The Missouri Baptist contest was, I think, a bit of a wake-up call. They I don't want to say packed it in, but they played 11 guys behind the ball, and we needed to put that game away. We needed to get behind the defense just a bit more. So I think we need to continue to play that ball over the top occasionally and be willing to run onto it. Maybe we missed Liam a little bit last night. His speed and his desire to just run behind defenses really makes them sweat, and we're certainly going to miss that. So I just think we have to continue to find ways to get behind the opponent's defense, just to clean it up a little bit in the back. And but other than that, the play's been very sound. We've been productive in the offensive end. The midfielders are moving the ball nicely. Matt's been doing a terrific job in goal. So a lot of balance to this team, and it looks like a team that should have some success this year.
And Antonio Ayers, it was so good to see him finally get a goal. He'd had a couple of assists, but he's one of those players that he's all over the place. And I remember looking at the stat sheet thinking, I thought he had a couple goals, but he did not until the first one in that Mobab game. So
no, I'm with you on that. Good. I asked him the other day, how many goals you got? He didn't have any. He strikes the ball pretty well with his left foot, but he buzzes around there. He gives us a lot of energy in our center midfield, He wins tackles. He distributes well. He can get himself out of predicaments. You know, he can make a lot out of a little bit of space. So it can break defenses down. And he's not a simple player. He's very crafty, very creative, and it's the kind of player really that can help get you to the next level.
We'll come back and talk a little bit about the upcoming matches for both the women and the men's squad, and talk about this transition to having two teams and two buses of players and logistics, especially when you've got a long road trip to Arkansas and a couple games of that nature, and as well about having Jack Rubenstein helping out with your keepers and John Deshay as well. We'll come back and talk more with the Cougar soccer coach next on ColumbiaCougars.com.